Hola Capricorns, welcome to your mid-month tune-up. Thank you for your patience. I know I'm a little bit behind, so we're just looking in on what's going on with you guys for mid-May. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It could be about love, family, friends, finance, business, career, however it resonates for you, okay? And if it does resonate, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, email, or below. Just send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. So Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Capricorns? Middle of May 2019. Any messages that you have that can help Capricorns reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine would be greatly appreciated. Any messages for Capricorn mid-May 2019? Thank you. Mid-May Capricorns 2019. Alrighty. General atmosphere, current environment for Capricorns. Mid-May 2019, we have the Temperance card in the upright, right? I was like, wait a minute, what? Okay, and keep in mind my sun moon readings are up in my playlist, so go look up your sun moon sign, check out what your predictions are for 2019. 2018 is also up if you want to check those out. A lot of stuff in my playlist, also compatibility readings that I work on like a snail, but they're in there. Okay, in the challenge position, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Oh, that's not good for Capricorns, is it? Alrighty, what else to mention? Yeah, I'm on the Instant Go app if you need a quick answer to a quick question. Uploading weeklies on Facebook and Insta. So check me out on there. Advice? Advice? We have the Tower card. Maybe some of you guys need to start from scratch. And then how will Capricorns be moving on from this reading? And out of mid-May, or out of the end of May, I would say. Just moving on from this reading, because everyone views it at a different time. How will Capricorns move on? The Two of Pentacles. I really feel like you guys need like a fresh start. And I'm not gonna, I can say this because I am a Capricorn, all right? But I think sometimes we have a tendency to get in our head, and we're very ambitious, don't get me wrong, but we're very steady to the point of when we have been successful doing things a certain way, and I feel like this is just something that needs to be said, we keep doing it that way. So even though we aren't getting the same results, we tell ourselves, okay, this way worked before, so I'm going to keep doing this. And if it doesn't work, then we go, okay, well, I'm just going to work harder doing it this way. And I always assimilate it to putting a nail into a wall, and you hit a stud, and you just keep on hammering and hammering, and the nail's bending, and you go, if I hit harder, it'll go in. I know it will. And then the obvious, which is take the nail out and move it to another place, and then it goes in more easily, kind of escapes us. So I don't know. I'm kind of getting that with this. And again, this is general, so this can kind of relate to whatever kind of situation you're in. So we start off with the Temperance card, which is the card of Sagittarius. So some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But here you are trying to figure out, it seems to me you're trying to get to a place in your life where you can be, overall pretty good where you're at, a good place, kind of blending everything you have in your life to find balance. You're trying to work with your feelings, you're trying to stay calm. Temperance card is about tempering your temper, tempering your feelings. Some of you are trying to figure out how to compromise in a relationship. So basically what we're getting here, you're trying really hard to find a good place just within yourself, or you're trying to find a good place with somebody else, a relationship, a partnership with someone. We can have all sorts of relationships with people. It does not have to be romantic. And I see you pondering about this. And this is good because this cat is kind of like dumping this, he's kind of daydreaming a little bit. So, I feel like you all are thinking about it. You might not be open to other things at this time, but you're definitely thinking about other ways to do things, which is good because it goes back to what I was talking about, that you usually don't have a tendency to do that. So I almost feel like this cat sitting here going, well, what if I did this? What if I did that? what's something that what's the way that I wouldn't normally react? Okay, well, let me try that and kind of see what happens. But right now, I think just thinking about that, because you do have the desire to get to a better place with somebody or a situation or what have you. So you're kind of tossing things around in your mind, okay, on how things, but I don't feel like this is a card of action. This is just a card of kind of thinking about it. We move on to the Queen of Pentacles here in the upright, in the challenge position. That's not a good card for Capricorns having a challenge position. Because, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is a very independent person who makes enough, money to take care of herself. She's a rock. People count on her. She's reliable. She's financially independent. She has success. She has status. She has stability. And since this is in the challenge position, you're not having that. Or that is suffering for you. And here you are kind of sitting on this throne staring at this stuff growing, going, why won't you grow faster? Why won't you grow faster? I planted the seeds and now look, I just have these little nubs coming up, and almost thinking like if you stare at it, it's going to grow faster. Okay, so I feel the challenge is you're not getting to where you wish you could be in terms of success, in terms of status, in terms of not being dependent on somebody else financially or what have you, not paying the bills, making ends meet. And there's this urgency, if I stare at these long enough, maybe they'll grow quicker, like that. But yet being powerless, because there's nothing you can really do after you've planted seeds and you've watered and you've done what you've done. All you can kind of do is kind of sit and wait. So I'm also feeling patience is a challenge for you. You are kind of hoping things will move along quicker than they actually are, and they are not. So, and I'll be pulling clarifiers on this. Advice, just start the hell over. Sorry, I'm just saying. I mean, whatever you're working on, whatever, just let it fall. The Tower card is about something, the tower falling apart. And you might be resisting change because remember, I said it's like, well, I've always did it this way. It always worked. I'm going to continue to do it that way. Let go of that. Realize that sometimes if a tower's falling apart, I don't care how much mortar you put in between the cracks. I don't care how many supports you put on it. It's going to fall. So the Tower card is kind of like folding into the universe, allowing that to happen, turning yourself over to change and saying, hey, something hasn't radically changed in my life. Change is the only way this is going to work. So I have to, like I say, fold into the universe. Let it happen. Don't fight it. Don't resist it, because something really awesome is going to come out of it. And this is a card. When I saw this, I was pretty much like, the advice is just to start from scratch, okay? Because whatever you're doing and how you're doing it is not working, okay? Whether it's a soul makeover, whether it's closing the door on your business and starting up another business, or I know that's radical, but I'm just saying, stop resisting the change. Stop staring at something old and thinking it's going to turn into something new, or it's going to speed up, or what have you. The only control you have is over your actions, and letting go of something is an action in itself. So moving forward from this, I see the Two of Pentacles here. So again, kind of struggling to get someplace. The Two of Pentacles is working hard to balance things. It can be doing a lot of things at one time. It could be working a lot of jobs to pay the bills. And it can be about choices too, like in what direction you sort of want to go in. And if you see this cat, he's on a unicycle, he's delicately balanced. A lot of this reading is about balance, finding your internal balance or what have you. And he's just trying to make sure he doesn't go any which way on this when it comes to choices. He's trying to do what he can to stay upright on this unicycle, trying to do what he can to be safe for the time being. Trying to do what he can to get by, okay? And that's how I feel like you guys are going to be moving forward. I feel like it's a difficult time in maybe the success arena, however success applies to you at this time. Why is the Temperance card here in the upright? Who is this person? What is this energy in regards to Capricorn's atmosphere at this time? General atmosphere at this time. Who is this person? What is this energy? Why did you choose the Temperance card? Personality. See how those bitches just came flying out? I was like, whew. It was magical. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the Good Lord. Do I need new glasses? Okay. The Knave of Swords in reverse, the Sun card in reverse, and the Knave of Wands in the upright. Okay, so for some of you, there is a person who is around you, who's in your perimeter, who could be kind of looking at you in a bad way. Okay, and they're talking about you behind your back. So you know, they're spreading rumors about you. They're making sure that they're putting you down. And maybe this is where you're having the thing with the balance. Like, what should you do? How can I get to a good place? Because I do feel like this person is kind of saying things to discredit you, to make you look badly. And they're doing it to make themselves look better, actually. There's someone who's really needy for attention. So in order to get that attention, they're going to put you down and they're going to, you know, say things about you. And I feel like this is kind of what's going on. I'm also getting from the Page of Swords in reverse, you're not saying anything about this. So the balance here, first of all, we're talking about the Temperance card. You're tempering your feelings on this. But another thing is you're worried about saying something or countering this person because you can't figure out if it's better to stay silent or to actually say something. And I feel like if you do say something, you're going to blast this person and it's not going to be a good look for you. So I feel like you're kind of going back and forth. But this person's really a thorn in your side with the Sun card in reverse. This person is just making you feel, if you were in something, they're making you feel kind of left out. And you know, this is like a conversation I had with my daughter this morning where, oh my God, she's like in 5th grade and you would not believe the trash talk. I mean, she comes in with like something different like every day. You know, no matter what she does, you know, she got 40 push-ups. She won 40 push-ups in her you know, physical test or whatever. And the bunch of boys were around her going, look at her form. It's terrible. Look at her. She's shaking. Well, she got 40 push-ups and they did 38. You know what I mean? And she was so upset. I said, you know, most people are going to talk trash on you. That's just life. Just get used to it. She gets it from the girls. She gets it from, you know, whatever. So that's what I feel like this situation is. It's bothering you. You don't want it to bother you, but it is. It's definitely a black cloud hanging over you. You're a little bit sad about it. Like, I don't know why this person's doing this. You're having a hard time feeling, you know, good about yourself, etc. And then we have the Knave of Wands here. Okay. And this is where I think you start thinking about, is there a different way to do things? The Page of Wands is about change and inspiration, being inspired to change, news coming in telling you how to change. So I really think part of you is like, okay, well, this is how I would have normally reacted to this person, but I know if I do that, it's not gonna work out well for me. So maybe I should start doing things differently. Maybe I should carry myself so that I inspire change in other people by how I conduct myself. This kind of stuff is ruminating, I feel like, during this process, this temperance process that you're kind of going through. Maybe just trying to find a good place with this person, or, you know, the people who are behind this person, or what have you. Okay. I won't say that yet, but I was going to say, I get that this is a segmented reading. I feel like it's little snapshots. Not necessarily, but let me just see with the clarifiers before I speak too soon. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here in the upright in the challenge position for Capricorn? Who is this person? Where is this energy? Additional messages. Where the Queen of Pentacles in the upright for Capricorn? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. There's the Two of Wands again. Okay, so your challenge is risk. Not wanting to take a risk. With change comes risk. You're concerned about that. If you keep on doing things the same way that you're doing them, I'm telling you, you're going to be taken out of the game. Okay? So you need to make a conscious decision to go about things differently. You know, the Two of Wands has you looking out going, gosh, I could have all this if I could take the risk. But no, I'll just stay here. It's safe. I'll just keep on doing things the way that I've always done them, I feel like. And that's why you're staring so hard at this grain growing. Like, oh, if I stare hard enough, it's worked for me before. With other things, it'll work with this, you know. We have the Four of Swords here in reverse, and that's where the frustration is coming in. Things are not changing. You're getting anxious. You're getting burnout. Things are not changing, and you don't understand why. I feel like that is the challenge here. And eventually you'll burn yourself out, or you'll just be taken out of the game, and you'll be forced to have to kind of figure things out. Another challenge is you're blocking your intuition here. So you're not doing what you feel to be right. You're not doing what you feel. It's almost like you're on the precipice of something, and you know if you jump, it's probably going to bode well for you, okay? And you know it's right, and it feels right, in your gut, it feels the right thing to do, but you can't will yourself to do it. And I feel like you're blocking your intuition with this. Because the High Priestess, since this is a challenge position, it's all about listening, trusting yourself. That's huge there. Connecting with your inner self and being like, this is the right thing to do. I know I should do this. I know this risk is gonna work out well for me, but you just can't make the leap, okay? So you're kind of blocking what your intuition is telling you. I feel like you're not listening to your intuition since it's in the challenge position. Okay, why is this Tower card here for advice? Who is this person? And I really feel like with this Tower card, it's like, just stop doing things the way you used to do them. It's not working. Here's your chance to change. Here's your chance for a soul makeover, as I heard one tarot reader say. You know, here is just tear it all down. Let's start from scratch. Let's do things different. I know Capricorns sometimes have a problem with change, but I don't feel like this is a choice. I feel like, you know, there's that saying, choosing not to do anything is a choice in itself. You're going to be making a choice either way. So if you're going to make a choice, make it count. Why is the Tower card here in the advice position for Capricorns? Mid-May. Who is this person? What is this energy? Tower card. Advice for Capricorns. Ten of Cups and upright. The Emperor upright. The Hermit card reversed. All right, so we have the card of Aries here. We have the card of Virgo here for those of you that resonates. And the Ten of Cups is about happiness. It's one of the best cards that you can actually have in the tarot. So I almost feel like with this, you know, it's an exploration. Okay, if you do this, if you kind of tear everything down, you can build your happiness. I feel like you can. It's just you haven't felt it yet. That's what I feel like. I feel like with you guys, if you haven't experienced it, you can't trust it. So the Ten of Cups is about awesomeness. Ten of Cups, like I said, one of the best cards you can have. Being prosperous, being harmonious, being fulfilled in everything you do, in your relationships, in your work, what have you. And they're kind of telling you that this awaits you if you tear everything down. But you have to trust that. You can't wait until you feel something or experience it to know it to be true. Emperor card here in the upright. You're the ones driving this bus, okay? So I feel like with the, you know, because the Emperor's like, hey, this is how things are going to happen. You know, he becomes the boss. He decides, you know, this is how it's going to go down. These are the boundaries. But I feel like with this, it's like, you're the boss. You're the one driving this bus. Where do you want it to go? You have total control over this. And I feel like they're saying, you know, step into this power that the Emperor has and kind of make this happen. I mean, he is a very powerful, he can be very assertive, okay? Not aggressive like the Emperor in reverse, but assertive. And I feel like this is part of it. You kind of need to do that. And you might need to do that with this person back here. You know, you don't need to get aggressive. You just get assertive with them. You don't need to yell. You can use calm assertion and speak to them about whatever. But you need to take over the reins or drive the bus is what I'm getting. Hermit card in reverse here is kind of telling me you guys really aren't having enough reflection in regards to how you do things as you should. Okay. Because the Hermit card in the upright is, going within clarity and this and that. You aren't doing enough of that. And they're saying you need to, whoa, No, of course my phone's going off. Hush. Sorry. Telemarketers. And you're not doing enough of that. So it's kind of like your intuition here. Remember, it said it's blocking your intuition. Sort of the same thing with the Hermit card in reverse. And some people might be trying to, advise you, tell you what to do, and you're just like cutting yourself off from them. Nope, I know how to handle this. I'm fine. And they're kind of telling you, don't do that, okay? Or if you are going to do that, then use the time wisely. To kind of figure things out. It's hard to talk in general terms, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, why is the Two of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What's this energy? What I really don't like is that I'm not seeing, unless I pull clarifiers on this, I'm not seeing like huge change happening. Okay. I see confusion and uncertainty here with the Two of Pentacles. Still trying to stay balanced, but I don't see that big like, oh, I'm going to do things differently. But let's see what the clarifiers are. Two of Pentacles as you move forward. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Two of Pentacles. Oh, maybe you do. Okay, so here's the Ace of Wands in the upright. Wow, the duality there is interesting. So we have the Ace of Wands in the upright, then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So you're going back and forth again. And kind of like you are here with the Two of Wands. So you're deciding, should I take a risk? And then here with the Ace of Swords, it's like, but is it going to work out? I'm doubting. I don't think it will. How do I know? Yeah, when you're going back and forth. And we have the Lover's card here in reverse, which is the card of Gemini. And this is, to me, not making the right decision, okay? Or making decisions based on things that it shouldn't be based on. So, making a decision based on desire. Making a decision based on what's safe. Making a decision, to me, it's a bad decision when it's the Lover's card in reverse. And it's a decision that isn't going to appeal to your heart or work out for you for the best. And so I was right. That's kind of where we leave it. You going back and forth. Oh, I really want to do this, but I don't think I can. Oh, I really have this great idea, but I don't think it's going to go through with these two, this one in the upright and this one in reverse. And here you are in this unicycle just being like, okay, I'll just do this for a while, until I can do it no longer. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. But with the Lover's card, I think it's what we talked about. You're not making any decision. And if you are making a decision, it's a decision not to do anything, which I don't feel, it's just a waste of time. Yeah. So that's what I have for you guys. Oh, Capricorns, don't hate me. Sorry. That's what I feel like you're going through. So, just remember, you want to keep on hammering the nail into the wall the same way, even though it's not going in. Or you just want to throw your hands up and say, I don't GAF. And then throw the cards up in the air and be like, I don't care. Wherever they fall, they're going to fall. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to make it happen. Okay? Because I feel like you guys are being held back in what you're deciding. Alrighty. So if this resonated with you, consider a personal reading. Rates info, email or below. Send me an email. Like, share, subscribe if you'd like to support me. It really does mean a lot. Otherwise, I will see you Capricorns in June for your love readings. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.